The Trojan War is a timeless story, a tale of love, loss, and incredible violence. The echoes of this ancient battle still resonate with us today. The story takes us back to a time of heroes and gods. It tells of a world where destiny clashes with free will. The Trojan War is more than just a myth. It's a story that has captivated audiences for centuries. Scholars believe there might be some historical truth behind the legend. Evidence points to the existence of a real city of Troy. This city was located in what is now modern-day Turkey. Is it possible that a conflict like the one described in Homer's epic poems actually happened? The possibility is intriguing. Whether purely mythical or inspired by real events, the Trojan War offers us a glimpse into the past. It allows us to explore the beliefs and values of the ancient Greeks. The story is a complex tapestry woven from many threads. Love, honor, and revenge are just a few of the themes explored. At the heart of the tale lies a single act of defiance. The abduction of Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world, sets the wheels of fate in motion. Helen, wife of Menelaus, king of Sparta, was kidnapped by Paris, prince of Troy. This act angered the Greeks. Menelaus called upon his brother Agamemnon, who assembled a massive army. The greatest heroes of Greece answered the call. Among them were Achilles and Odysseus. Together, they sailed to Troy to reclaim Helen. The stage was set for a legendary conflict. The Trojan War would become a clash for the ages. The gods themselves took sides, shaping the destiny of men. The story of the Trojan War is a timeless tragedy. It reminds us that even the greatest heroes are flawed. Their actions, driven by pride and love, lead to massive suffering. The story is a testament to the power of storytelling. Passed down through generations, the Trojan War continues to inspire. It reminds us of love, war, and the human spirit's strength. The seeds of the Trojan War were sown in the heavens. It all began with a wedding. Thetis, a sea nymph, was to marry Peleus, a human king. All the gods were invited, except Eris, the goddess of discord. Eris thrived in chaos and conflict. She took a golden apple from the garden of the Hesperides. It was inscribed with Callisti, meaning for the fairest. She tossed the apple into the wedding feast. Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite all desired the golden fruit. The three goddesses started to argue. Each one thought she was the rightful owner of the apple. Their voices grew louder in anger. Zeus watched with growing concern. He knew he had to step in, but Zeus was a wise ruler. He knew it was best not to favor one goddess. So, he came up with a plan. He would entrust the judgment to a human, and the task fell upon Paris, a prince of Troy. Paris was known for his fairness and good judgment. This made him the perfect candidate for the job. The third oath, a choice with consequences. The three goddesses appeared before Paris, each more dazzling than the last. Hera promised Paris power and control over vast lands. Athena promised him victory in all his battles. Aphrodite whispered promises of love and desire. She offered him the hand of Helen, the most beautiful woman. He handed the golden apple to Aphrodite, declaring her the fairest. It earned him Aphrodite's favor, but also the wrath of Hera and Athena. The stage was set for the Trojan War. Part 1. The Call to Arms. News of Helen's kidnapping spread like wildfire. It reached Menelaus in his palace in Sparta. The king was furious. He had been publicly humiliated. His wife, the most beautiful woman in the world, had been stolen from him. He swore revenge on Paris and the Trojans. Menelaus turned to his brother, Agamemnon, for help. Agamemnon was the most powerful ruler in all of Greece. Agamemnon issued a call to arms. Messengers were sent to every corner of Greece. Every man who could fight was ordered to join the fight. Greek warriors flocked to Agamemnon's banner. Part 2. The Lion and the Fox. Among them was Achilles, son of Peleus and the sea nymph Thetis. It was said that Achilles was the strongest warrior alive. The gods blessed him with superhuman strength and speed. His presence on the battlefield struck fear into the hearts of his enemies. Then there was Odysseus, king of Ithaca. Unlike Achilles, Odysseus was not known for his physical prowess. He was a cunning and clever man. Achilles was the lion, bold and fierce, while Odysseus was the fox, clever and cunning. They would prove to be priceless assets to Agamemnon's army. Part 3. 1,000 ships. The stage was set for a clash of titans, a conflict that would decide the fate of nations and echo through the ages. The Greek army, made up of 1,000-strong ships, sailed to Troy. The Aegean Sea was filled with their ships, a massive fleet stretching as far as the eye could see. But they were ready to fight for their city, their families, and their honor. Leading the Trojan defense was A.K.A, Paris's brother. He rallied his troops and prepared them for the coming attack. The Trojan War, a conflict sparked by a single act of defiance, was about to begin. Part 1. The Tide of War. The plains outside Troy became a stage for heroes. The Greeks, with their superior numbers, laid siege to the city. The Trojans, defenders of their homeland, fought with the courage of despair. For 10 long years, the war raged on. The gods, who had chosen sides, influenced the ebb and flow of the battle. Achilles, the mightiest Greek warrior, cut a path through the Trojan ranks. His rage was like a storm, unstoppable and devastating. He fought with the fury of a god, his name whispered in fear by Trojan mothers to their children. Hector, prince of Troy, faced Achilles' wrath with unwavering courage. Part 2. Cunning triumphs over might. The war had reached a stalemate. Neither side could get a real advantage. The Greeks were losing hope. They realized they couldn't take Troy by force alone. That's when Odysseus, the clever king of Ithaca, came up with a plan. The Greeks would build a giant wooden horse, a supposed gift for the goddess Athena. Secretly, a group of Greek warriors would hide inside its hollow belly. The Trojans, thinking the Greeks had finally been defeated, would bring the horse inside their city walls. Under the cover of darkness, the hidden Greeks would come out and open the city gates for their returning comrades. Part 3. The Fall of Ilium. Against the advice of their wisest, the Trojans pulled the horse inside their city walls. The city erupted in celebration. They feasted and drank, their guard lowered by victory and wine. But as night fell, a sense of unease settled over the city. Inside the belly of the horse, Odysseus and his men waited. Finally, under the cover of darkness, they slipped out of their wooden prison. Their comrades stormed the city. Their screams echoed through the night, a chilling symphony of death and despair. Troy, once a proud city, was reduced to a smoking ruin. Part 1. The Ashes of Victory. Victory was sweet for the Greeks. They had finally achieved their goal. Troy, the proud city that had withstood their siege for 10 long years, lay in ruins. Yet amidst the celebrations, a shadow remained. The cost of victory had been enormous. Countless lives had been lost on both sides. The battlefield, littered with the bodies of fallen heroes, stood as a grim testament to the terrible losses of war. Even for the victors, there was little joy to be found amidst the ruins of Troy. Weary from war and longing for home, the Greeks began their long journey back across the Aegean Sea. Part 2. The Long Road Home. Odysseus, the cunning king of Ithaca, faced a different kind of challenge. He had used his wits to outsmart the Trojans, but his journey home would be fraught with danger. The gods, angry at his trickery and the sacking of Troy, conspired to test him at every turn. His journey, documented in Homer's epic poem The Odyssey, became a testament to human resilience and the enduring power of hope. For 10 long years, Odysseus wandered the seas, facing storms, monsters, and the wrath of both gods and men. The story of Odysseus' journey home is a tale of adventure, hardship, and the enduring bonds of family. It is a reminder that the true measure of a hero is not found in brute strength or military prowess, but in the ability to face adversity with courage, cunning, and an abiding faith in the possibility of a brighter future. Part 1. The Enduring Legacy. The Trojan War, a tapestry woven from myths and legends, continues to captivate and resonate with audiences millennia after the events it portrays. The echoes of clashing bronze on the plains of Troy, the cries of fallen heroes, and the legacy of those left behind still whisper to us across the abyss of time. Though the mighty walls of Ilium lie in ruins, the story of the Trojan War remains a powerful reminder of the enduring power of human emotions and the profound consequences they unleash. Ignited by a seemingly petty dispute over a golden apple, The war escalated into a decade-long conflagration that claimed countless lives and reshaped the ancient world. It serves as a stark warning of the seductive allure of pride, the intoxicating power of ambition, and the devastating costs of revenge. The Trojan War, a timeless epic passed down through generations, continues to serve as a wellspring of inspiration for artists, writers, and thinkers alike. Don't forget to like and subscribe.